Hi, Jeff Messer here from SizeStream, and welcome to our Customer Success Series, where we take a first-hand look at how our customers are utilizing 3D body scanning for their businesses. In this installment, we will be looking at 3D body scanning and made-to-measure apparel store applications. We wanted to hear firsthand how innovative apparel retailers are utilizing SizeStream to enhance their customer experiences and help facilitate growth. We also wanted to get some expert opinions on how the 3D body scanner compares to traditional tailor measurements for garment fit. So, we sat down with the CEO of Alton Lane, a made-to-measure apparel retailer based in Richmond, Virginia, with 13 stores throughout the United States. Alton Lane has been a SizeStream customer since 2013 and has implemented 3D body scanners in all their modern bespoke apparel locations.
So we started Alton Lane back in 2009, and I think the idea really came from this combination of a personal dissatisfaction with the current shopping options. I've always hated shopping, and didn't matter the store, didn't matter how well it was designed or where it was located. It was just a really bad experience for me. And then on the business side, I just saw that this was a multi-$100 billion industry globally that was not taking into account the fact that guys hate to shop. They don't want last year's inventory. They want stuff that's actually going to fit them really well. And no one was really paying attention to it. So I talked to my best friend, business partner, and said, we've got to do something about this. And we did a massive customer survey of every guy we knew, and just started reimagining the shopping experience, reimagining the industry in a way that was more customer-centric and would ultimately lead to a better outcome. And took that plan, took that idea, and just went for it. I think there were two main factors that really helped catalyze our growth early on. The first was the experience that was core to our business and still is today. You know, we were really trying to reimagine shopping, and what was core to that is making a shopping experience that didn't feel like shopping. Full bars, flat screen TVs, really cool technology, the one-on-one interaction, and guys coming in and seeing that this is totally different than anything they had ever experienced really made them start to think in a different way and go back to their office and tell their friends. And even to today, over 60% of our new customer volume comes from referral, comes from that word of mouth. And it's, again, people that are surprised by the fact that shopping doesn't have to be painful when you come to Alton Lane. The second piece that's somewhat related to that is press. And we made a decision to not do any advertising for the first 3 years of the business. And we really wanted our product and experience to speak for itself. We wanted to earn that referral from our customers. And we really wanted to earn the press that we would get. If a magazine was going to cover us, or a newspaper or radio or TV was going to do a story about us, we wanted it to be something that was earned because it was interesting and engaging and thought-provoking, and not just something that we bought. And I think our approach to the industry really resonated both with our customers and resonated with the media. And we were very, very fortunate to get some great PR, and that helped get our story out there. And guys would then come in to our showrooms, experience Alton Lane, experience the product, get the fit that they hadn't gotten previously. They would tell their friends about it, and that's really helped drive our growth from the beginning until now. As we have expanded from one store to 2 to 5, and now to 13 stores across the country, we really lean heavily on data, both our data in terms of where our customers are today. We have customers visiting stores from other cities because they've heard about us and they want to come either check us out as a destination, or they happen to be in one of our cities for work or visiting family or friends. We look at our web data of where are people visiting our site from cities where we don't have a presence today. And then we look at kind of sister cities, markets where that have similar characteristics, similar businesses to our current markets that seem to be performing very well. And we start to test in those markets and then go ahead and launch. I think one of the things that is exciting to us about expansion and gets into our vision for the company and where we want to go is that great clothing that fits you well is universal. Delivering confidence for customers is a universal opportunity that we have. And so, we've opened certain test markets and markets that are not top 100 cities from a population standpoint in the US, but that have been profitable from 3 months in to starting that location, because it just reinforces to us that truth that what we are offering and the experience that we offer, the product that we offer, really resonates with customers in small markets and in large markets. So the idea of using 3D body scanning technology really was at the very beginning of the company, before we even had a company. In my former life, I was a strategy consultant, traveling, often taking 3-4 flights a week. And I'm going through the airport, going through these massive TSA body scanners. And I've been thinking about this concept of starting Alton Lane, talking to my business partner about it, and really kind of, again, reimagining what that whole experience could look like. And a light bulb went off on one of these trips that this technology has to exist for uses outside of security at an airport. And we just started doing some research and looking into it and seeing who are the companies that are out there that are making this technology, and is there a way that we could use this for our purposes? And the more we kind of explored this option and this technology, the more excited we got. And I think the root for us was two things. One, fit is so important for delivering confidence for customers. And I think, we only invest in quality fabrics, but fit is one of the most important things. What I tell young customers is, if you can't afford incredibly nice fabric, that's okay. Make sure you get something that fits you really well. It's so critical. So if we could get technology that could help deliver a better fit, that would be better ultimately for the customer. But tied to that is experience. We can make a suit for a client or a shirt for a client without a 3D body scanner. There are tailors that can do it all over the world. With that said, there are not many guys that will go back to their office or go back home after being measured for 50 minutes by a master tailor and talk about how great that measuring experience was. Our customers are very busy. Time is very valuable to them. I think even for us, time is the most precious commodity. And so part of what the 3D scanning technology was for us was a way to reduce the time that it would take to get the measurements that we needed to produce that fit and improve that experience in a way that's also pretty cool for our customers. And so if we can deliver that fit and deliver a better experience and more accuracy and consistency from a measurement point of view, we knew we had kind of a way to create a win for our customers. I've often said and looked at various industries, and every industry has that industrial revolution type moment where technology comes in and completely transforms, in a plateau shift type way, transforms how things are done from that point on. And when we looked at the luxury clothing industry, and particularly menswear and tailored menswear, that hadn't happened yet. People were still making clothes the way that they had been making it for hundreds of years, and detailed measurements by hand, sketches of the customer body, and then either communicating that to the person cutting the cloth, or in some cases, that same person cutting the cloth themselves. And we really saw an opportunity to come in and use technology in both the measuring part of our supply chain, use technology in the factory production part, and in the customer experience part digitally, to transform the experience, to transform the fit, and to set a new standard in the industry for how these things would be done going forward. I think there is, with any time you invest in new technology or incorporate that into your business, there's a learning curve. And there's a learning curve for both the business and the consumer. Education is one of the biggest challenges we face as a business, is educating our customers on what appropriate fit is, what they should be looking for, and how this technology that we are using and that's important to our business model helps deliver that fit. There are a lot of our customers, when they come in, they've never heard of 3D body scanning technology, or they've never seen it. And it's really exciting for them, and we want to explain all the benefits and get them excited about it. But it's really important that we also communicate it's not a magic box, that they're not going to step in and walk out with a spray tan or walk out with a suit in 5 minutes. This is an important part of that process and making our process more convenient, making it more accurate and more efficient. So I think education was kind of the most important piece for us, educating our staff and educating our customers as to how the technology works, the benefit that it drives, and how we can effectively incorporate it into our business model as we scale. There are certainly tailors out there that can measure a customer and produce a great fitting garment. I think one of the most important things that we have gotten from the SizeStream scanner is consistency, that it is one common source, whether we have a customer in Dallas or a customer in DC or a customer in New York. We could take 10 different tailors in any one of those markets and get 10 different results when back from measuring the exact same customer. That's really hard to scale from a business point of view. But if we can have the consistency of the exact same system, the exact same technology, that allows me as a business owner to check in on measurements from customers wherever they are in any of our locations. So consistency is probably one of the most important things for us. I think the second piece is precision. And that's just kind of, it's hard to dispute. The SizeStream scanner is far more precise than what a tailor would be able to do. Most tailors that I've worked with, and I've worked with tailors all around the world, they will measure to about the 1/4 of an inch, and they will largely round up or down based on that. We're able to get to a level of precision with our scanners that tailors are just not able to get to. Now, we don't always need that level of precision, but it's very helpful to be able to track. In our business, there are tolerances at every point in production. So if there is an extra tolerance plus or minus 1/4 or 1/2 inch with measurement, and then an additional tolerance of 1/4 to 1/2 inch with production, if you're wrong in one direction or another, you can have a multiplicative effect of tolerance that can actually lead to a worse fitting garment. So having that consistency and having the precision of the technology is a real benefit to our business. And then I think the last piece is just accuracy. When we are getting, it takes a bit of the human error out of it. We like to say, and part of how we use our 3D body scanners, we feel like we have pioneered what we call a modern bespoke approach, where we incorporate our 3D body scanner from SizeStream with select hand measurements that really get to the preference of a customer, combined with some sample garments that would give us a sense of what they mean when they say they want a modern cut. And we've experienced this the hard way before we incorporated sample garments as well. And so by triangulating these 3 different approaches, we're really able to deliver an amazing fit for our customer that is not only accurate and precise and consistent, but also speaks to exactly what their preferences are. Business is a combination of small decisions, and there are decisions that you make your business more efficient or less efficient. And it is the culmination of all of those micro decisions that you're making that allow you to be an efficient business and a well-run business, or not have a business at all. Could we have served customers without investing in 3D scanners? Yes, of course. There are plenty of businesses around the world that have been able to be successful tailors without incorporating technology. But we didn't start our business to just open a handful of stores. We want to have our technology and experience on a global scale. And in order to do that, it's critical that we invest in technology at the right points in our process. Having our SizeStream scanners up front in our showroom saves our showroom team members time. It helps deliver a better fit for our customer, which ultimately reduces our cost on an alteration point of view. It also makes it far more efficient for our customer, which helps improve word of mouth and continue to drive our business. It helps us on the production side, and all of those things combine to make our business more efficient. The implications of that is that it allows us to offer some of the best pricing for the quality of garments that we offer in the entire country. that is exactly what we're setting up to do. We want guys to be able to look their best without completely breaking the bank. And so by incorporating this technology into our business, we're able to drive a smarter, more efficient, more scalable business. And so that's everything to us. And the ways that we can find partners to help make that a reality, it sets us up for success. You don't have to be someone who follows retail to know that the past year to year and a half has been a challenging time for the retail industry. For me, that is incredibly exciting. It's, I think, ultimately, challenges in retail happen for a reason. And it means that the needs of the consumer are changing and they aren't being met with the current model. And that's exactly what we're about. We didn't get into this industry because we were passionate about apparel. We got into the industry because we wanted to disrupt the old guard. And we felt that we had a vision for how to do that. The challenge that we face and that everyone in the space faces is that the pace of change of technology and of consumer needs and expectations is faster than ever before in the history of the world. And there are a lot of big businesses that are almost too big to catch up quickly. And they're trying to figure out how to adjust, but they're already 5 years behind. What we want to do is we actually want to stay small enough that we can be nimble to change and always stay on the cutting edge. Customers' expectations with us, they've changed even over the past 5 years in significant ways. When we first started our business, turnaround time for a custom-made garment, the average in the industry was about 8 weeks. And we wanted to come in with a 4 to 6 week turnaround time to be better than the status quo. Today, that's not good enough. And we have worked very hard with our production partners to be able to deliver an 11 to 14 day turnaround time on our custom shirts. Right now on suits and blazers, we're about 3 to 4 weeks, where we have a strategic plan to get that down to about 2.5 to 3 weeks in the next year. And that's just one example of how consumer needs are changing. I personally love times like this because I think the most exciting innovation comes out of these moments in history where the consumer's needs and what they're asking for is not being met by the industry. And that is a breeding ground for innovation. It's a breeding ground for entrepreneurship, for risk takers, and people saying, you know what, let's throw out everything that the industry is telling us. Let's do this the right way. Let's do this. Let's actually solve a customer's problem. One of the disciplines that we maintain as a business is constantly thinking like our customers, listening to our customers, talking to our customers. If we aren't serving their needs, we're not going to succeed. And so for us, we don't want to be business-centric. We want to be customer-centric in every single thing that we do. And I think that is a constant challenge for anyone. It's a constant challenge for us. But if you can approach it the right way and aren't afraid to take big risks and to innovate and to put yourself out there, you can do some really exciting things. And I think ultimately gain the trust of a lot of consumers and gain a lot of market share as a business. I think the industry is headed toward what I would refer to as the experience economy. The past 10 to 15 years has been very much the service-based economy, which I think Amazon has been a prime example of that. You have Zappos, you've got Southwest, LL Bean, companies like that. People expect good service now. They expect free shipping, fast delivery. That is becoming more of the status quo. We are big believers in omni-channel retail, but omni-channel is changing. It's been a buzzword in the industry. Most people don't really realize what it means. What they really think is two channels. They think brick and mortar and digital. We have to have both, and we have to do both well. Omni-channel in the ecosystem where customer needs are changing so rapidly means, yes, of course you have to have e-commerce, and of course you have to have physical stores, but you have to rethink those. E-commerce can't just be about speed and convenience. It has to be about experience. Your brick and mortar is still 75% of retail sales. It doesn't have to go, it's not going to go away. It just has to be reimagined. The mall concept is dying. New retail is smaller, experience driven, And then there are channels outside of physical and digital that are more experiential, that whether it's pop-up stores or mobile stores, where you can really surprise and delight the customer, make it far more convenient for the customer, allow them to see product in one place and purchase it in another. And so I think that concept of combining an evolving picture of omni-channel retail with this experience-driven economy where customers want to walk away satisfied. They don't want shopping to be a chore. They want it to be an experience. And the people that get that right are going to be the people that win. So we get asked a lot, how do you deal with Amazon, the largest retail apparel seller in the US? For me, I'm a big fan of Amazon. I'm a big fan of competition. I think it ultimately drives a better customer experience. And it forces companies to innovate. You have to play to your strengths. No one is going to beat Amazon in the convenience game. So when it comes to a commoditized product, Amazon is clearly on a path to winning. You need X, you need that white t-shirt in a size medium, buy it on Amazon. In some cases, it'll be there within the hour. So how do we don't have Amazon's balance sheet, how do we compete in a way that actually earns our customers' loyalty? So we can't buy it, we have to earn it. Well, it gets back to experience. And if we're not going to win on the convenience side, we have to win on the personalization side. Really learning our customers. There's a difference between knowing a customer's trends from all of their data and the millions of points of data that Amazon and companies like that are able to use, and actually knowing someone relationally. Business used to be very relational, and it's moved with globalization into more of a transactional time period. Bringing the relational back is the key to driving customer loyalty. That's how retailers need to try to compete in the age of Amazon. You have to earn the customer's loyalty and affection through experience, through relationship building, not just getting to know what products they want, getting to know their spouse's name, where their kids go to school, where they went to college, and what sports they like. Because that's how you can actually start to engage in an authentic way. An authentic engagement drives customer loyalty, which drives greater customer lifetime value. And anyone in the retail game, they ultimately care from a business standpoint about generating customer lifetime value. Well, if you're not going to do it the Amazon way, you've got to do it the experiential and relationship building way. So that's what we're desperately trying to do. We think about expansion in a couple different ways. And again, everything we do is trying to stay customer centric in our strategy. So the first wave of expansion for us is physical expansion. We want to continue to open up our concept, our showrooms around the country. I think there is ultimately the opportunity for a few hundred of our Alton Lane showrooms around the country, eventually internationally as well. The second area of expansion for us is multi-channel. We have a mobile showroom now that we've been testing and bringing to various markets around the country and using in different ways. We have digital that's really important. We are constantly looking at how we evolve that with the evolving needs of consumers. So that's kind of our second area of investment. And then the third is on the product standpoint. And our goal is to ultimately, if we want to make every customer of ours look their best, we're continuing to look for opportunities to expand into new product lines. We are working on custom shoes right now. That's very exciting. We will eventually be launching denim, cashmere sweaters, outerwear, and continuing to evolve our product selection that will help make shopping easier, help make it easier for our customers to get everything they need to look and feel their best.